One snowy day in Fukushima, Japan, I was sat at my table and I said to myself, you know what? I need a new mod. I need to do something fresh. I need to do something new. Not the cold mod, not red flood, something I haven't done before. And that's when I found the mod that we're using today, which is the French rework mod. Now, for the most part, this mod is very much vanilla HOI. However, it does add to the French tree. It changes a few things, gives us a few buffs, and gives us a few more decisions and such to make. Of course, the main part being focuses. So without further ado, we're going to go in as the French Republic and see what this rework can do for France. So again, as you can see, it is very much vanilla France, vanilla 36 start date, nothing new there. All the tech is the exact same as well. There's nothing new there. The thing that we need to look out for is the focus tree. And as you can see, the focus tree is a little bit different. There's a lot more substance to it and we can do things. However, I will start by saying communist, no. Democratic, no. Fascist, no. Instead, we're going to go the monarchist path. But some of you might sit there and say, Anglo, you always do monarchist. And well, you're damn right, of course I do. However, I normally always go Napoleonic whenever I choose French monarchy. But today we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of doing the legitimate heir or Napoleon, we're going to go down the Orleanist restoration. Now, the reason being is because we can choose either this route, which is very much, building up from the inside, or Action Française, and we just go full on anarchy. We just start getting political points, getting the troops, getting buffs, and starting to aim for our neighbors, such as going to war with Italy. That sounds absolutely lovely. Oh yeah, and we also become the heart of Catholicism. So I'm excited to do this, but until something major happens, it's going to be a normal France run. So I'm going to go ahead, get myself set up, and when the first notable thing happens, that's when I'll see you. So here we are. It is the 1936 elections, and we are starting with the option of Léon Blum and the Front Populaire. I can't do French. Populaire. There we go. And Pierre Laval and the Bloc National. And you know what? We're going the Bloc National because I'm going to tuck you down here so I don't accidentally touch that. If I scroll on over, we have the Popular Front or the Bloc. So we're obviously going to go Pierre Laval and the Bloc National. Fantastic. Laval should be our leader. Activates mission National Bloc. Cool. However, I'm not going to touch the National Bloc. Oh, economic policy. Oh, this is interesting. Nope, I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to leave that be. I need to focus on ideology first. And we're going to go down the line of utilize the leagues. We're going to go utilize the leagues. And then, of course, the cancel of Rambouillet. French, your language is so damn hard. Okie dokie, so now we've finally got our first hurdle, our first decision, and it is with our new constitution. Who will we choose? The Orleans, the Legitimists, or the Bonapartes? Now I said Bonapartes, no. Legitimate, no. So we're gonna go for the Orleans. We're gonna get the add 5 claim strength. I have no idea what that means, but we're doing that. That sounds good. So we're going down this path. This is the path we're going for. Now, things have got spicy and I need to hurry up and buckle up because the Germans had a civil war and the Prussians, the Space Marines, the monarchists won. Norway have just divided and they're having a civil war of which the commies look like they're going to win. The Soviets just went into Turkey and they've made Turkey and Kurdistan puppets. And because Romania was in the war with Turkey, they've also brought in the Romanians, and these guys are probably going to end up turning communist too. This is seeming like a very, very big communist world, especially with commie Spain currently winning the civil war against the nationalists. Ay, ay, ay. France, 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 France. Vive les France. Little France. We need to do something here, lad. We need to do something. In a world like this, maybe Napoleon was the right option. Also, over here, we have inefficient economy, which grants us minus 13% on the factory output, minus 13 on dockyard, and 26% consumer goods factories. And that is exactly what all of these things are about here. By doing these things, we can increase our inflation, but at the same time, lower the effects of the inefficient economy, of which I am doing. However, at the same time, I need to do this every so on, because if this gets too high, I am screwed. So I'm going to keep doing this. I'm also going to do this as well, where we can support the strength for our new heir, and hopefully things can come around. I just need to get it sorted, build up the industry, and prepare, because, we're going to have a cleansing of red today. We're cleaning out the red. We need to clean it from our wardrobe. So part of this mod, in order to choose the claimants of the throne, there's a little event like this, and it's happened 3 or 4 times now, and it basically gives you a buff, and then it adds 10 claim strength to that thing. Now, if I choose the Orleanists, I get 10% of stability. If I choose Legitimists, I get 5 off-map civilians. Oh, delicious. And then if I choose Bonapartes, I get army experience. But up until now, I've been really annoyed that I'm not going with the Bonapartes because the Bonapartes keep getting like 7% division attack, 5% division attack against major powers, 15% defensive boost, and it's just... Oh my god, Napoleon, I love you. The Bonapartes, I love you, but I need to go Orleanists. Okay, so things have kind of moved to the point now where we can start actually doing things. I got rid of all of those negative buffs on our economy, thankfully, and that's all good. And I actually have a focus. I did this, intervention in Spain, and it unlocked these decisions. Now, a lot of these decisions are negative for me because it's like -5 stab, -10 stab. But this one here, intervene on the side of Spain. I can join with no negative repercussions. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. For 25 political power, I'm going to enact that, and I can now send my troops into España and help out my allies. I'm going to send them over here to the baseline of the south, and hopefully we can start getting a good push on our Spanish neighbors. The only way this can backfire is if Spain here turns commie, which it looks like they might be, but I'm really hoping they don't. Also, I can't do any more with my political tree until I have a combined... Oh, okay. No, never mind. I can now. I need to have a combined total of unaligned and fascist support of over 50%. Now that I have that, I can do this. However, I want to try improving my army a little bit, and I want to maybe start going down the Maginot. Like, I want Weygand because Weygand gives me, you know, recruitable prop. He gives me mill factories. I obviously get De Gaulle as a leader. And look at that. Look at that. 10% buff and breakthrough. That's incredible. But at the same time, Fortress France. These gives me loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of defenses along the border, which I think might be more important. Plus, I get this buff here for my artillery. I think I'm probably going to go for Gamelin rather than Weygand, because Weygand is cool, but Gamelin probably the better choice here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to push down this line. I'm going to go for Gamelin. Bro, I want macaroni and cheese with a slice of cheese because that is cheese. In the peace deal, I earned enough points and they said, oh, you can take territory if you want. And I thought to myself, yeah, I've got player led on. But I earned those points. I'm going to put them into max. So all the other territory I gave back to Spain, I took Catalonia. Oh, that is cheese. That is so much cheese. Hold on. Who's the Balearics led to? The fascists. Oh, if I can, I'm going to take the Balearics as well. Hell yeah, we earned enough points. We have 26 points. I'm going to go ahead and use them to the max. Granted, it's only 1 because of player-led conferences, but yeah, I think in normal with no player-led, this is like 18. I've got 26 points. This is justified. I'm taking the Balearics. I don't care. And just like that, Spain reigns supreme. Spain has won, and because of that, there is now a... Wait, hold on. That said Stalinist. That said Stalinist victory. And they're a puppet. Oh, what have I done? Oh, no. What have I done? Although, no, wait, hold on. This could be good. This could be good. Because there is a civil war in Soviet Russia. And they are a puppet of Bukharin. Now, it's not the type of revolution I wanted. I wanted a white Russia, but we'll see where this goes. But thanks to that whole conflict, Republic France reigns supreme. I'm going to put my troops back onto the Italian border. We now have more territory to build and grow in. I'm going to go ahead, plop some civies down, plop some mills down, and I'm going to go ahead and start thinking about putting up the wall. Le wall. Okay, so things have gotten out of hand, but also very interesting at the same time. So, as of now, we are currently in a faction with Italy and the UK, with the Allies. They invited Italy first, and then they asked me to join, and I said yes. Then, weird stuff really started to happen. The UK declared war on the Dutch, they declared war in Iraq, and then they declared war on Iran, all at the same time. Also, Italy declared war on Greece. All of these have decided to form into one major war. Now, I've just turned from a democracy into the Kingdom of France, and I know what the AI likes to do. They like to boot people out from their faction. So, to stop that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to join their wars, and by doing this, they should keep me in their faction until the peace deal is done, and I'm going to take advantage of this. I am going to eat Iraq, I'm going to eat Iran, or at least as much as I possibly can, because the UK cannot be allowed to have all of that. Then I'm going to try and take the Dutch for myself and do some Napoleon-esque invasions by taking out the Dutch and taking out the Belgians. And then if I can stay in the faction long enough, I'm going to use Italy and the UK as my manpower punching bags to take out the Germans. I don't know how this has happened. I don't know how we got here, but we're here in 1939 and things are a tad too spicy. Oh, wait, hold on. I get Alfonso. I get the Spanish king as an advisor? Ha! Say less. Right, I've accepted the call to war. Let's get stuck in. I've got my divisions over here already. Let's get to work. Okay, well, that's fantastic. I just kind of screwed myself. Oh, God. So I did this idea here, Action Francais, but I completely negated the fact that it says King create factions, and it creates our own faction, which removed me from the Italian and the UK faction, but still left me at war with who they're at war with. Oh no! I'm such a fool. Should I dismantle the fact? I'm going to dismantle the faction. Brennan, can you let me back in? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ask to join faction. There you are. Cheers, mate. Much appreciated. That means a lot. Thank you, buddy. Guys, I don't understand what's happening. It's just got from one extreme to another, and I can't even keep up. Essentially, the Yugoslavians joined a faction with Norway or something, and it's called like the Great Northern Faction, right? This one here, Northern International. Then Mongolia, Tanutuva, and Mao China joined. Okay, fair. Then Spain joined. Okay, fair. Greece joined, and then Iran and Iraq. Then they invited in the Czechs, who said yes, but now the Polish and the Hungarians are fighting them. It's just gone crazy. It's just one extreme after another. I've just signed a non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union. Finland's in the co-East Asian prosperity sphere. I don't know what's going on. I'm preparing to go after Spain if they choose to bite me back. I need to finish off Iran and Iraq, which I'm doing an okay-ish job at. I'm just trying to get down here to the ports to cut off any supply, and I've just got a troop ready in spare. I can't. My mind is jumbled. It's mumble jumbled. There's not much semblance of normality in there. If I could just take Baghdad and get into Cap, then it's a wonderful day. And there you go with the fall of the Tehran capital city. I believe that is the end. Yep, that's the end of the Persians. The Soviet Union take the north, the British Raj takes the east, and we take the majority. Happy days. So all that's left now is for us to go ahead and clean up Greece, Yugo, and then eventually Norway. Hopefully Spain stay out of it, because I can't be bothered to deal with puppetry issues with the SSR. So let's go lend a helping hand and clean up this mess. And after grinding away, it is finally time for our beloved peace treaty, and there is a lot to be done. Again, I have player led on, but I'm gonna be fair because I did do a lot of the legwork. I mean, as you can see, it's us and Italy with the most points. I was at 22%, they were at 28%. Most of their points were losses. It was just holding the line, whereas me, it was more occupation. Like if I hover over Italy, 166 on the occupation. Me, 1905. I was a lot more there. So I'm going to take what's rightfully mine, give what's rightfully others, and I will see you after the peace treaty. And there's your peace treaty, the Treaty of Prague. The Kingdom of Hungary took 6, Poland 4, France 13, Italy 17, Sweden, yada, yada, yada. So here's our borders. Italy took all of this, but we took the Peloponnese and we took good old Crete. However, Italy took everything else. We also took all of this. The Soviet Union took that, and the rest went to the British Raj. And then Sweden just ate all of Norway because that's a fun hobby to have. But according to this, we're still at war. We're at war against Spain and the Mongolians. Well, I'll leave that to China. I can't leave that to China. Well, the Brits are at war with Japan, right? Oh, I could get involved in Japan. Japan, who's in your faction? That's a really good question. That's actually doable. If everyone just puts their power over there, that's really doable. I've got no other thing to do. And it could be fun to maybe get a French China, or maybe a French Japan, or French Korea. Yeah, we're going to make a French Korea. I'm doing this. I'm eating Japan. Let's go. Isn't that a dish? Imagine that. French Korean cuisine mix. Kimchi and croissant together. Ooh, I'm not sure about that. And it's finally time. Our troops have arrived on the Chinese border. I'm going to go ahead, call to arms Indochina, call them into my wars, and just like that, my purple army and my green army to the south are just going to march on in. Hopefully we can catch the Japanese by surprise. They do have air supremacy. Again, I'm hoping that I can kind of negate that just through sheer willpower alone. One cool thing as well that I noticed about this mod is clearly the modder is French, because if I hover over some of the ideals, it's still written in French. Here you go, look. So, reparations in French, you know, something about army stability up to 8% is still partially written down in French, like acclamation factor for hot and cold, 15%. That's in French. I respect to the French modder here. It's just as well I understand a little bit of French. I am a little bit disappointed in my allies, though, because no one's come over to help Asia and get rid of the Japanese problem. Ever since the Americans joined the faction, everyone's just like, yes, we need to help the Americans aid their friends, the Mexican Soviets, to defeat the Catholic Mexicans. What is this mod? This mod hasn't done anything. No, this is just HOI AI. What is this AI? Bro, this... You know, I'm sat here looking around for a reason, trying to work out why I'm losing the Air Force. That's why I'm losing the Air Force. Armée de l'Air is negative buff or negative buff. I've just had to start going down my air tree to just try and turn this around because my God, is that really bad. As you can see, it's Christmas Day in 1942 and things are looking good. Our air power has helped us and those buffs on the tree have helped us really take over the Chinese. You know, it's given us a lot of units, a lot of buffs, a lot of aces, which is quite nice as well. But it's time to finish this and it's time to finish Japan. America had the great idea of making a successful landing but having no troops to secure the actual invasion. So I've lent them mine. We're gonna go ahead, let our troops absolutely steamroll the Japanese. Hopefully they can be in Tokyo by the end of the week. Finish off this lot here. And then after that, it's not peace either because I've got to deal with the Swiss who are part of the faction. And also my allies are at war with the Union. But there was one thing that I found quite humorous. And that's since 1936, we've been aiming for an Orleans king, right? This dude, Charles Maurras, is very much not a king. He's like the leader of the king's party, right? But because I've been delaying my main focuses until now, I can't do Vive le Roi. That's what I need to make him the leader. So until I finish this part of the tree, we are a kingdom without a king. I've done so well with this, haven't I? And there's your peace treaty. It is finally over. China got its borders back. You know what? All's fair in love and war. China's going to get Yan'an because they like Yan'an. Yan'an's nice. I'm going to do the peace treaty, patch things up as they should be patched up. And that's your peace treaty. We've managed to walk away with all of Japan. Well, most of Japan apart from these parts here. But the reason why I've done this, okay, is because the Americans only had like 800 points in the peace conference. Britain had 700. I had 1,400. I dominated the peace conference. But the reason why I took it all and didn't puppet was because there was no option for me to puppet. I don't know if it's a player-led conference thing or not, but they just didn't give me the opportunity. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead, occupied territories, come down to Japan, JJJ, release nation, release as puppet, retain states with our court. No. Okay, release nation, boom. And we now have French Japan, led by Tomonosuke Okada. As for Korea, I'm going to keep it, I think. I don't know if I want to keep it for now and use it later or just turn it into a puppet. We haven't got that far into the thinking process. For the first time in God knows how long, I'm at peace. And I'm tempted to go after Spain because Spain's only friend is Paraguay. Yeah, I'm going to go eat Spain. I'm going to go do that. That's going to be my weekend hobby. Right, okay, I'm going to eat Spain, clear up this bit, finish this part of the focus tree where they want me to become the king. And then once I've finally done all this and fixed up my stockpiles and everything, then I'm going to join my allies to go and eat the Soviet Union and then request their aid in crushing the Germans. So some rather amusing things have just happened and I don't know how to process it. I was going about my business. I ate Spain as I said I would. I had a rebellion in Syria, so I killed them off and just took all of that. And then all of a sudden it was just like, Great Britain or the United Kingdom has kicked you from your faction. The United Kingdom has embargoed you. All trade has been lost with the United Kingdom due to low influence. It's just like, yo. Calm down. So that's just happened. So as of now, I am a standalone nation with Germany looking at me, with Austria, who is their ally. Everyone's going after the Soviet Union together, so they're kind of on their own. Looking at the Allies faction, it is very much going to be Italy versus, I think, yeah, Italy versus the Allies because of this break apart. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm just going to try and be a good boy and stay quiet so I can build up from, like, my own thing silently, and then we'll go from there. I don't want another long mega campaign. I don't want this to go on forever. I really don't. So I'm just gonna test the water, see what I can do, and next time I see you, hopefully I'm all powerful to where I can kick some ass and take some name. So not much time has passed and now things have just got a little bit hectic. Germany and Austria seem to be winning the war against the Russians. However, they are now against the Allies. Yikes. So I think what I'm going to join their war against the Allies, but not join their war against the Soviets. And then with that way, I can help out a little bit and then we'll see where things go. I just need to deal with the UK and the Americans and, well, all the rest with no manpower and no equipment. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we're going to try. There we go. And I have two options, the Soviet Austrian or the Italian British. And we're going to accept the Italian British. So by doing so, we are now at war with the Allies. And Britain is at war with everything. I'm going to take two of these guys from down here to go and tackle Gibraltar. If I so can, I need them to hold on for dear life. And then I'm going to send these guys here, who are currently on their way. The second they get there, they're going to take out Poland. I'll tell you what, though, I really could have done without World War III started in 1944, because this means I'm going to be stuck here forever. Like, granted, the Charlemagne alliance, which I want to call this, is doing all right. You know, we've taken Gibraltar, we've done the Belgians and the Dutch. We are trying to deal with the East situation, because I'm losing my territory to the Raj whilst pushing into Africa. The thing that makes this difficult is that the major powers of this faction that need to cap are Britain, America, and China. It's so inconvenient. Also, the Soviets are only like 2 cities away, so I don't know what that means for me, but at the end of the day, I'm going to take it as a positive, because hopefully that means Austria and Germany become superpowers and they can just deal with America and China themselves. And it's finally peace treaty time for the Soviet Union. Again, I'm going to do this fairly. I've got 110 points. Germany's got a 12, that are like 1,200. I'm going to do this fairly. I'm going to do my, give myself my dues. I did take Stalingrad. I did finish the war. And I did also push into St. Petersburg as well. So I feel like I've earned myself some points. But of course, I am going to be fair. I'm not going to take the mick. And I will show you guys the finished peace treaty in a moment. So apparently, because I had very minimal number of points during the peace conference, I can only assign stuff during my points, even though I'm choosing for other people and expanding their territory. So that kind of sucks, but I did my best. Austria-Hungary took this territory. Germany expanded into Russia somewhat. China expanded into Russia somewhat. Russia remains because I didn't have enough points to change government or do anything like that. Italy took all of this as well. I did nothing. I got nothing in that peace treaty. I didn't even get the points to assign myself something. But right, okay, now that the Soviet Union's out the picture, time to focus on the Allies, because this is going to be a blooming headache. Okay, so a very, very quick little update for you guys here, and that's we've managed to retake the Middle East, and we're slowly pushing into the kingdom, or sorry, the Dominion of India. We've done all this pushing for Italy, and I'm wanting to try and cut off Burma. And look at this pocket. Look at this juicy little pocket. That was lovely. I don't mind clearing that out. Then I'm going to reroute my 16 stack army to India, finish off India, and then after that, I desperately need to send troops home because the US have invaded Portugal and I am next. This is slowly going well, though. We are making good progress. I am stacking up my points because I'm doing a lot of legwork. So I will keep you again updated. It seems like America and Britain are going to be the last one standing, but China should be manageable, maybe. We shall see. And it's finally nearly time to wrap this all up. We've got China capitulated. I'm currently in the process of finishing up the UK very, very quickly. Nearly time to go. And I just need to prepare for America. I don't know how I'm going to do America. I'm hoping the Germans can help me out, but America. Nearly there, nearly done it. It's 1948. You know, I was really hoping for this playthrough to be a short one, but it really wasn't. It's 1950 and I've only just got to America, and now the Mexicans are a major power. Also, Soviet Italy's a thing. It's all just gonna be a bit mad. It's all too much. I have my navy here. I'm launching my naval invasion of all three. I don't care. I just want to finish off the Americans, finish off the Mexicans, and just get it done. If I can get a successful invasion, I'm gonna do like a big cut and just do it once I've crushed America. And then no, that was immediately rejected. No, please, no. I don't want to play anymore. Please make it stop. Make the pain go away. You're my last hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. Fuck you, America. I have a raid. Who's raiding me? I'm getting nuked in Barcelona. Fuck you, America. Okay, I don't care anymore. I'll see you when this is all done. I'm not waiting anymore. And after waiting so damn long, the peace treaty is finally here. I'm going to try and divvy it up. Germany took most of Canada, and I also helped them in Mexico. I'm going to try and make this as fair as possible, but I am so glad. I'm so happy this peace treaty is finally done. Oh my God. Right, I'll see you guys at the end when we finally have our peace treaty. And there you have it. Our peace treaty is finally done. We come in first place, luckily. No, we don't. We come third, actually, surprisingly. And our peace treaty finished like this. We took Western Europe, which was quite nice. Germans kept their lands and expanded. We also took Britain, which was nice. We dominated Africa and the Middle East. India is a puppet. Indochina's looking nice. We took the south of China. We kept our Korea here. China is a puppet. French French Russia is a puppet, and Mongolia is a puppet. Japan took all of the Pacific, basically. We took from Louisiana across to the British colonies over here. The Germans took the north, and then we have the French North American territories led by Carno Wheeler. Overall, fun campaign, a lot of action, just went on for too damn long, and I'm exhausted, and I don't want to play HOI for another week. But that's everything for today, so I do hope you've enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to, of course, let me know in the comments down below. Share the content with your friends, and share the word of the channel. Till then, I'll see you next time. All the best, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Ta-da!